Hello, good evening, chef. Today we are going to prepare Akpa Datsi, which is in the Ewe dialect, but which translates as tilapia soup. This is a very delicious soup. And in preparing this favorite soup, the ingredients you are going to need includes akpa, which means tilapia. Akpa means tilapia. So akpa is the Ewe name for tilapia. We are going to need our fresh tomatoes, our onions, our ginger, our garlic, and our pepper. Also, we will need our salt and then our spice. So we are choosing onga for this delicacy, but you can choose to use any other of your choice. And of course, you are going to need our oil. Trust me, this is going to be a very delicious meal. Stay tuned. Yeah, so first off, we place our saucepan on fire, but the fire is not yet on. So first off, we put our oil, just a little bit of oil. We will not need too much of it, into our saucepan. Then we light our fire. So we light it like that. So that's how we go. So we slice our onion, then we add it to our oil on fire. So when you are doing this, you take your time because you are dealing with knife, which is a sharp object. So any way you want to slice your onion is acceptable. So our pepper and then our onion goes into the fire, and the oil on the fire. Then like this, we let it fry for a while. So now we have our onions and then our pepper. This is the paprika. This is the type of pepper we use. So we fry it for a while. Okay, so now we add our tomato puree. Someone choose to call it tomato paste, like this. So we just add it to our oil with pepper and then onion. Then we let it fry. So what we actually do with our tomato puree is that we add water to it. We mix it with water before we pour into the oil. So when that is done, we let it fry for a while. Then we continue. Now we add a little bit of blended ginger, garlic, onion, and pepper. We add it to our mixture on the fire. It's very, very spicy. So it is going to give it the aroma that we expect. And trust me, this type of meal is a very, very delicious one as such. So after a while, what we do is we add our blended fresh tomatoes to it slowly before it gets into your eye to punish you. Slowly. Then we pour our fresh blended tomatoes to our mixture on the fire. So you see what is left in, we are not supposed to waste it. So what we do is we add a little bit of water. A little bit of water to it to actually rinse the rest of the blended tomatoes from the container into the mixture on the fire. Then we leave it for it to boil so that all the water content will be absorbed. Actually, it will get evaporated, then we'll be left with the actual thing that we need. Okay, so now what we are supposed to do is we are going to add our salt to it. But with this, since we will need water, since we are preparing the soup, we are making a salt solution. So the salt solution will rather be added. So as soon as it starts boiling, the next thing we do is we add a little bit of ginger, a mixture of ginger, garlic, and pepper to it, then followed by our tilapia. Then we are almost done with our soup. That's our Akpa Datsi, a very delicious soup we are going to enjoy. Then after our water, our salt solution we added, we have to add our cube. So any cube of your choice. So I prefer this, which is a name I really don't want to mention because I've already shown it. So we just add it to give our soup the taste that we want. Then we give it a stir. Then we leave it for it to boil. Then after it boils, we add our fish. Then our soup is done. Now let's check on our soup. Wow, our soup is boiling. So now what we do next is we add a little bit of blended ginger. Actually, we add the rest to our soup. Because we are going to use fresh tilapia, we need the ginger and we need this mixture so that it will make the meat and the fish spicy. That's why we are adding the blended ginger. So we add it. So it's okay. Now we cover it for a while for it to start boiling again. And what we do next is so while it's boiling, what we do is we are going to add gari to it. Someone will choose to add corn flour, but we are using gari. The reason for using gari or the corn flour is that it will thicken the soup. But without it, there's no way your soup will be thick. So we add a little bit of gari to it. Just a little to it. So you can choose to use gari or corn flour. Either of them is acceptable. Then now what we do is with our boiling soup, we add our fish to it. We add our fish. This is our fresh tilapia. We add them to our boiling soup. You take your time, then you drop it in there. Wow. Slowly, you drop it there. Slowly. Now, our food is 90% ready. Yeah, so we leave it for it to boil for some few minutes, then our soup is now ready. So in some 5 to 7 minutes, our soup will be ready. So as you can see, our soup is boiling, which is almost ready. And now what we are supposed to do, as I said earlier, since the fish is fresh, what we do is we add pepper, just some fresh pepper to it. Because someone will think, oh, I need a little bit of pepper, then the person can, as we have. So now let me show you one thing we are supposed to do, which when it's not done, then our soup is not complete. At this stage, someone will want to stir, which is a very bad idea. So we drop our ladle and then we pick our soup off the fire like this. Please, when you are picking it, be extra careful so that it doesn't burn you for you to throw it away. You might think you are throwing it away, but it will end up pouring on you. So you pick it up from the fire, then you shake it like this. Then you put it back on. Then we lower the fire. So under moderate heat. Then our soup is ready. This is our Akpa Datsi. It is ready, as you can see. This soup can be served with ewokpele, which is banku prepared with dry corn flour. Without banku, we don't add corn dough. It can be served with banku also. That's emokpele. That's cassava dough mixed with corn dough. It can also be served with eba. Then it can also be served with rice. You can use it. You can serve it with rice. You can also serve it with kokonte, which is also acceptable. So this is it. Our Akpa Datsi or our tilapia soup is ready for consumption. So hope you enjoy.